let me show you the process of creating the social media plan that I've been working on for past 2 weeks, and that my plan is to put in place from the 1st of November, or beginning of the next week actually, not from tomorrow but from the next week into place. And so let me show you step by step what was my thought process, what I was thinking, and why I decided to go from Figma, that was my first thought, to actually Excel at the end. So let's start. The first thing, I started in Figma, like I said, just because I thought it's going to be much easier for me to, tweak all of that stuff and just see it. It will be more visible. So that's what I was doing. First thing I needed to decide what exactly topics I would like to speak to or like create videos about on a certain date. And because that process has to be very much repeatable, so I don't have to think much about what kind of topics I will be talking about on a daily basis. That's why I created the whole process for the whole week, and that week the topics will be repeatable, but I will talk about the different things. So like the items will be money management, but let's say in the 1 week I will talk about budgeting, in the second week I'm gonna talk about that, in the third week I'm gonna talk about borrowing, in the fourth week I'm gonna talk about, I don't know, financial planning, insurance, and all of those different topics. So that's one of the areas. Then on Tuesday will be something else, on Wednesday will be something else, and every week will be different topics about those topics. So that was my really thought process of creating that. But again, it took me probably first week only to just figure out on what topics I would like to focus and on what days, and how to sort it, all of those things based on the social media, because each social media platform has different people who are going there. And so on LinkedIn you have more professional stuff, so the content that you are creating will have to be a little bit different. On Instagram, on TikTok, short form. On YouTube you will have a little bit longer. Then going back to Twitter, it's more like news related statistics, quite similar to LinkedIn but still a little bit different. And because I want to target all of those social media platforms from the beginning, because I know that I can do the waterfall marketing, which is creating one video and then out of that video creating the rest of the content, which is exactly what I want to do. And that's why I knew that if I will create the template for the whole week and then I will be able to just repeat all of that stuff, it will be much easier and I will be much more efficient in creating that kind of strategy. And so yeah, and I've started in Figma, then I've started putting all of those topics, what I would like to talk, where, all of that stuff, like I said already. Then going the next day. That took me a few days as well to figure out what exactly do I want to do, whether I want to do Thursday money management or like how many days, what topics I would like to talk about, because I don't want to put too much, time into creating the not as relevant stuff for Uniflow at this point in time. So I would like to focus mainly on like money management and helping people getting out of debt, and then focus on, decentralization, human rights, and technology and all of that stuff. So that's why I have like 2 days, 3 days on that, 4 days on money management, because that's the main thing. So that was the 1.5 week when I got to that point, and then I wanted to make sure that I know exactly how many videos and how many content I will have to create over the period of, well, let's say this one day, because there are different social media platforms. So how much do I need to create? How much will I have to post? But then I was wondering that this is really doesn't give me the answer, and I was thinking what kind of information I really need from it to understand and make sure that I can see exactly on the paper, let's say digital paper, how much content I will have to do that social media marketing. So that's what I was really doing on the third week, and making sure that I know exactly how many videos I need to create, what kind of videos I need to create, what kind of posts, how many posts, what kind of carousels, what kind of shorts, all of that types of contents. I wanted to know exactly how much on each day, so I can see whether I am able to achieve what do I want to do, or is this the way not really the way I should go, or I need to hire someone or find someone to work with me on that. But at the end of the day, I was like, let's just move it to Excel, let's just copy and paste all of the stuff that I have, and let's just use the functions to clear the similar data. Then I will be left with the stuff that I actually need to do on the daily basis. It's really very simple. It looks similarly to the Figma, it's just a little bit, less colorful, and we have everything organized. I exactly can see things I need to record and post on a daily basis, and the next step is to really just record those videos, that's what I'm going to do from tomorrow. That was my thought process of creating the social media strategy for Uniflow for the next 2-3 months. Let's see whether that will actually work out and whether I am able to execute on that. For today, that will be it. Thank you very much for joining. As always, I see you tomorrow.